Yo, Scrawny with the skinny, back at it with the fantasy land, and it is major time. All right, I gotta tell you, preparing for the major just feels different. Packing for the major, ooh, it just gives you the shivers. All right, this is my fourth major that I will be working as a commentator. Very proud to be bringing you guys the first CS2 major. It's another page of the history books that I'm lucky enough to co-sign at the very bottom. So, Fantasyland. These ones feel good, all right? These ones feel real good because lo and behold, check out your screen. We done did it. Finally had a goddamn good fantasy event. We only needed one or two to get those juices flowing, to get right back in the game. So top 8% finish after the showdown. Put my points in Spirit and Cloud9. And it's not even that Cloud9 did particularly well. It's just that all the other favorites kind of stank. Heroic and Falcons felt like a lot of people went in on them. I didn't touch them. And C9 ended up just doing that much better, right? Heroic, their elimination game was a total tank. And for that reason, a lot of y'all got scuffed. So, 8% gives us 15 points, which, that's right, no longer outside the top 20. We are 15th, okay? 10 more points, boom, we cracked the top 10. A few more points, boom, we cracked the top 5. And that is the Scrawn Dog guarantee. Never will I finish outside of the top 5 in the celebrity leaderboard, or else I'll retire. How about that, huh? How about that? I've been talking some shit about Bleh as he is now inevitably going to lose his lead to Lucy. Lucy is poised to be the winner of this season. Let's be real. She's right on his heels. She's got P2 right behind her, but I mean, Lucy is the fantasy queen. And yeah, man, Bleh, I'm sorry, buddy. Your days are numbered. Me? Top 5. All right, I'm a humble guy. Here's my predictions for how the first stage of the major is going to go down. All right. Just going to come out and say it. I think that going off opening best of ones is better than trying to predict the entire bracket as this thing plays out. Because again, there are so many variables. Best of one MR12s. Anything really does feel possible. It is upset city. And for that reason, you know, don't get too hung up on the majors.im predictions calculator. But I got Cloud9 over Ecstatic. I've got Heroic over Lin Vision. I think these are the two of the easier opening games. I have full faith in Cloud9 and Heroic. And I think there's this conversation right now around 3-0 picks where everybody's going Cloud9, Eternal Fire. I think Heroic are right in there with them. Those should be the three teams we talk about as the top dogs in the first stage. I believe Ents over Imperial. I saw a bunch of people actually had Imperial going through. Some other website posted their like statistics of picks, and it's not official pick'ems, so it doesn't really matter that much. You know, everybody's trying to have their own pick'ems. It's only the in-game pick'ems that really matter. But yeah, Imperial I think are very overhyped right now. Ents take them. Apex drop Pain. Amcal 9 Pandas, weird, you know, regional head-to-head. I'm going to give it to Amcal. Just in the last best of 3, they had the edge. And I don't think we're going to get as consistent of a performance from Glowing at this stage of the major than he did at the RMR. Weird head-to-head with Song Koi as well, regional. Weird head-to-head between Furia and Legacy, again, regional. But I think in this part, Furia have what it takes definitely. Saw will edge out Koi. Eternal Fire are going to drop Furia. If the opening round goes the way I predict, I think, again, Eternal Fire, Cloud9, Heroic, predict them to be in the 2-0 best of 3s come round 3 of the major. I'm going to have Saw over Ents. I do rate Saw at the moment, so they will be the 4th team I see being 2-0. The reason I rate Saw at the moment is I think sometimes a team just starts to peak at the right moment. We had a great instance of Ents back in Katowice, and I'm not writing off the 9 core. I think Glaive's individual level has looked awesome. I think that Ents are definitely going to move forward at this major, but I just think Saw are a little hotter right now. And I think that Saw's newfound confidence, you know, yes, there was this like massive performance from Eras Dos that really pushed them at the showdown. But I do think still, like, you know, that's allowed Ujerks to just kind of live in the shadows a little second. And yeah, I just believe in the Saw core quite convincingly. So we throw them up in the 2-0 as well. Beyond that, I think the Brazilians will struggle. I think Mongols will beat Lin Vision easy. I think, you know, Imperial are the best Brazilian team. Mongols are the best Asian team. 2-0 games, I'm taking Eternal Fire over Heroic, and I'm taking Cloud9 over Saw. I think that Eternal Fire, the rumblings have been there for a little bit longer, and they haven't been diluted by online games where Heroic have shown us that they could still falter. The thing with Eternal Fire is that go back to ESL Pro League when we were still playing CSGO. That to me was a glimpse of what's to come with Eternal Fire. We kick off the year, IEM Katowice, bro, they nearly make playoffs. Then we go one step further, the RMRs. They looked fantastic. Eternal Fire don't have a result you can point at that would tell you they will like undeniably get beat by Heroic. So I'm taking Eternal Fire and Cloud9. They're the number 1, number 2 seed. That's why a lot of people have them 3-0 because it's impossible for them to meet. But even in these head-to-heads, I say Eternal Fire, Cloud9, that's the way to go. I'm not going to run through the rest. So, draft. I'm really hyped. There's a taxi coming in less than an hour, and we're going to the goddamn major. So Eternal Fire, Cloud9, obviously the teams I predict to go 3-0, and then Heroic, and then shout out Saw/Ents. Those are the 5 teams I think you should be working for in this draft, right? And lo and behold, 4 of them are right here. Saw, you got to scroll down a little bit further for. Currently ranked 18th in the world. Here's what I think about Ents. Not enough belief in this team, me personally, to really put an emphasis on these players. I'm looking for somebody gold, all right? I'm feeling like with Cloud9, you kind of go anywhere in the pack. The beauty of Cloud9 right now is everybody's playing decent. Electronic is still the best, but any of them can have this little pop-off game, especially when they're up against lesser opposition, of which Cloud9 has a huge advantage. I think the seeding here looks really good for Cloud9. So I feel like you could kind of go down the pack of Cloud9. Boomich is still a little sketchy because I don't like his inconsistencies with the op, right? I still feel like that is a burden on him. I would prefer to make a mix of Perfecto, Hobbit, or Axile if I'm playing C9. With Eternal Fire, bro, I would love to be able to stuff XANTARES and Woxic in a package deal. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take 2 Eternal Fire players. I'm going for Woxic. Opera has looked excellent. RMRs, he was the guy. He was above XANTARES at the RMRs. Beyond that, Gato still looked fantastic. Clear second runner on the team. Third best player would be Wicadia. But Wicadia had a little... RMR wasn't his best showing. I think his potential is massive, and I think he is the key to this Turkish lineup, and he is why they are the best Turkish lineup we have ever seen. So... I wish I could fit him, but I'm going to go for Calyx, significantly cheaper, and still somebody who will definitely outperform Major. 195, very reasonable price for a team that I think will go 3-0. My other 3-0 team, I said Cloud9 or Heroic. Now, with Heroic, obviously Nertz is super tantalizing. Shush at his price point is definitely worth considering. Tesses, I think, is a little inconsistent, and Nikadas, I put him in the same boat. So to me, it's Nertz and Shush. If you really want to go Heroic, go Nertz and Shush. Especially Shush, I think that, he could be a real sleeper pick in this instance. But like I said with Cloud9, they've got the easiest seeds, and I want to abuse seeding. I want to abuse it for everything it's worth. So already 218, 195, man. We've got some top-heavy price points with Eternal Fire. When I look at C9, I don't like Boomich's inconsistencies. I don't like Electronics price tag. Axile, Perfecto, Hobbit. I wish I could get Perfecto, but the only way I can crunch these numbers is if I drop Hobbit and Axile, which, let's be real, think about the fucking experience these 2 players have, right? If you're going to sit down at a major and just deliver, are you telling me Hobbit and Axile can't be amidst the top-rated players, right? This is a team that cleared the RMR, right? Cloud9 love to lose an online game. Cloud9 love to lose an opening best of 1. Cloud9 love to get your hopes up, only then to crush them. But I think that Hobbit has proven to us that he is a stable piece of this C9 roster throughout all the tribulations that they've gone through since their merge. And with Axile, I still believe. Shame on me, but at 204, Axile. It's not the Axile of 2023. It's not the Axile of 2022. But it's still Axile for 204. Come on. Last but not least, 177,000. I know that seems bleak. It is, except a secret weapon has emerged. Saw's Roman. All right? Roman is your boy. 177K on a team that is playing the best Counter-Strike of their life. All right? Eternal Fire have shown us their promise over the last 6 months. Cloud9 are the most experienced team. I'm double checking if I can make that statement. yeah, I'll say like, collectively the most experienced team at this stage of the major, and then Roman, who is in current peak form. Not the best player on Saw, by no means. Will definitely be outshone by 3, if not 4 other players, but he's going to squeak by, and at 177, he gets us a double Eternal Fire, double Cloud9, with not some muddied up major mashup. No. This is Woxic and Calyx from Eternal Fire. This is what's going to get this team to the next stage of the event. So there we go. Corn Dogs. Whew. And the rolls aren't bad either. Works out pretty well. I'm going to go to the airport. You're going to look forward to the major. Peace out, y'all. Thanks for watching.